The second type of price elasticity of supply is inelastic supply. Supply is relatively unresponsive to a change in price. So the price elasticity of supply to this one would be less than 1. The important point here to note that the supply curve would be always sloping upwards, or the coefficient would be always positive. It will not take a negative coefficient. However, the degrees would change from 0 to infinity. As we have seen in perfect inelastic supply, it was 0. For inelastic supply, it will be between 0 to 1. It will not be greater than 1. So for an example is, if you draw a diagram of inelastic supply price, this is quantity supplied, this is the origin, it will be something like this. So as you can see, the price, it's P1, it's P2, this is Q1, it's Q2. The price has changed so much, however the quantity hasn't changed much. It is relatively unresponsive to the price change. A real life example for this one would be housing. Even if housing prices are falling, it takes a lot of time for the housing industry to catch up by putting construction plans on hold, especially for large projects like apartment complexes. Similarly, for office space construction, it is very inelastic. If an area experiences a sudden recession while office buildings are being built, it will take considerable time for the builders to respond. So even though the price is falling, you cannot actually supply less than before. The quantity supplied would be largely unresponsive to the price change. And also, companies in industries that require large inventories are subject to inelasticity. So even though the sales are going down, the quantity supplied cannot be decreased because it is already being produced. So these are some examples. And another example for price increase would be gold. So because gold is rare and it is difficult to mine, so there is only so much gold mined each year, no matter how much the price is increasing. So these are some examples for inelastic supply.